Hi everybody, it's Frankie-Lou. I'm coming to you from the greenhouse in the sky, where I'm very excited that I get to do one of my most favorite harvests today, and that is for garlic scapes. Now right here we have one of my wonderful companion plant combos going on. We have tomatoes and garlic and a whole bunch of different herbs in here. This bed was initially planted up in November, and I'm really excited because I get to harvest the garlic scapes a little bit early this year. Normally, if I'm planting my garlic in October, I don't get to harvest it until probably late June, early July. With this being a 4-season geothermal greenhouse that didn't freeze up at all, my garlic continued to grow throughout the winter, and I'm getting my scapes a little bit earlier than normal. And they have that wonderful flavor of garlic with a little bit less intensity and more like of a crunchiness, almost like the texture of, say, a bean. So I'm going to pick a little bit today. They're not all ready to go. There are about 100 garlic cloves planted in this bed, which means I will get 100 scapes. So the scape, that's this part here, and I'll show you a closer picture right now. The scape is actually the flower bud of the garlic. And actually, this is an important distinction to know. If you want to harvest scapes, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to if you're growing garlic, make sure you're growing a hardneck variety, because the soft neck varieties don't produce scapes. Hardneck varieties do. For me, right there, that's a very good reason to be growing hardneck varieties. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to remove a few. I really prefer very, very young scapes. I like to pick them when they're very, very young and tender. So basically what I'm looking for is I've got my garlic growing up here, and the flower bud has started to form. I am going to cut this off. Look at that. See? Isn't that lovely? Garlic scapes are wonderful, and they're very whimsical and fun, but they're also delicious. Like I said, they have that flavor of garlic with a little bit less intensity and a more crunchy texture. And they smell really, oh, that smell is just wonderful. So you only get one scape per garlic clove, because that's the flower bud that would form. Even if you're not planning on eating the scapes, you probably should cut them anyways and give them to somebody else who wants them. Please don't waste them, because if you allow this to grow, your garlic isn't going to flesh out as much, because it's going to be focused on, your garlic plant is going to be focused on growing that flower to produce seeds, because that's what every plant wants to do, right? It wants to reproduce. It's going to want to focus on the flower. By cutting off this, you're getting that plant to focus more on that beautiful garlic bulb that will start to flesh out underneath the soil. I enjoy these wonderful scapes when they're very, very young and tender. You can let them grow on and they'll get longer, but they'll also get woodier. This is perfect. I like to plant one curl, because eventually what's going to happen is they might spiral a bit. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't spiral. Sometimes you just get that one curl. If you let them continue on too much, they'll start to straighten out. Okay, and the flower will form above the bulb there, straight out. So this is a nice one here. Oops, see, that's a nice one there. I accidentally took off a leaf. No big deal. Try not to do that, but this leaf is also very edible and yummy too, and I'll just include that. I'm probably gonna make a pasta with these tonight. I think that's what I'll do. A lot of people love to make pestos with them. Those of you who follow me know how much I love pestos. But tonight, I think for my first scape harvest, I'm just going to do some pasta. They're also nice as pickles. And I probably, if I get enough, I never get enough of these, so I might end up doing that as well. So I'm going to just do a little bit more harvesting here, and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I think that's enough for tonight. That's going to make a really lovely little addition to my dish tonight. And now that I've done this, the garlic that's growing there underneath the ground will start to focus more and flesh out. I'm hoping that I should be able to start harvesting garlic bulbs in about a month's time. Usually it's about a month after I do scapes that I'm then able to get my garlic. So I hope that was helpful. Please do let me know if you have any questions about growing, companion planting, or the greenhouse in the sky here. And as always, I hope you'll take this chance to grow together today. Have a good one.